am Ramachandram, working with Agriculture Department for the last 28 years. Then after superannuation, I joined with Community Managed Sustainable Agriculture in 2009. So since then, I am associated with ZBNF, Zero Budget Natural Farming, and then later on it is called as Andra Pradesh Community Managed Natural Farming. Now I am working with the Pradesh government, the RySS, Rythu Sadhikara Samstha. Practically, the natural farming, you all know that where no agrochemicals are used in cultivation of crops. So, no urea, no DAP, no pesticides, even no weedicides. We know why we should not use. Because it's causing atmosphere, it's spoiling the climate and causing global warming by using these chemicals, and the food is contaminated, the soil is contaminated, water is contaminated. To stop all these contaminations, there is only method, that is natural farming method, and this will reply to all these problems. One thing you may ask or you may doubt that what about production? So is there any production losses or reduction in produce or reduction in yields like that? In my experience, we have conducted trials with a number of farmers, but we didn't get any yield reductions. We got on par with conventional farming, or after 1 or 2 years, even we got higher yields than conventional farming. It's not the laboratory experiments I am telling, it is in the farmer fields only. So this is the background about the natural farming. And for natural farming, we have to adopt certain principles. These are call it as the 4 wheels of ZBNF, or the 4 pillars of our community natural farming. You can say wheels, you can say pillars, but anyhow, these 4 are most important for the natural farming. One is, we can say, the Bijamrutam. So, as we know, what is Bijamrutam? It is self-explanatory that Bij means seed, Amrutam means it doesn't allow seed to die. So, if we treat the seed with Bijamrutam, it's almost a microbial seed coating by using cow urine and cow dung and some soil of our field, and then some lime. The preparation methods I will go later on. So, Bijamrutam, so by cow urine and dung based formulation, and if we treat the seed, any seed, it may be paddy, it may be millets, it may be pulses, it may be oil seeds, or it may be vegetable seeds. All seeds prior to sowing, we have to treat with Bijamrutam. And after treating the seed, we have to just allow it to dry under shade for 30 minutes. After drying under shade for 30 minutes, we can take it for sowing. So, by treating the seed with Bijamrutam, if we don't treat the seed, some of the seed-borne diseases, I mean the fungi and bacteria and that are existing on the seed, will be carried to the field level. If we treat the seed, such fungi and bacteria, they will be killed, and the free seed without any contamination of this fungi and bacteria will be carried to the main field. So that is the most important. Then after sowing of the seed also, so some of the soil-borne diseases will affect the germination of the seed. So this will stop those soil-borne diseases also that are coming along with the seedling. So both 2 benefits, soil bacteria and fungi that are causing germination will be stopped, and some of the seed-borne diseases will be stopped. So this is the main important thing that if we treat the seed, this is the use with the Bijamrutam. Then the second pillar, Jivamrutam. Jivamrutam will be of two types. It is Ghana Jivamrutam, which is solid material, and then Drava Jivamrutam, we call it as Drava Jivamrutam. It's a liquid based material. So what these Jivamrutams will help to the crops or help to the plants? See, they enhance soil microbes. N number of microbes are existing in the soil. They need food. By applying the agrochemicals, especially this urea, DAP, complexes, anything that we are applying, and they are not acting as a feed to the microbes. So that's why the microbes have stopped their functioning. And what are the essential nutrients? Even we say by chemical fertilizers we are adding NPK. That's all. But what about other macronutrients like calcium, magnesium, sulfur? And what about the micronutrients like zinc, copper, iron, molybdenum, manganese, boron, zinc? And these are the micronutrients. If we are applying the only NPK, we are getting some of the nutrient deficiencies. Yeah, definitely we get it. So then to cure that, we are applying again, purchasing micronutrients and we are applying. But if we apply Jivamrutam and Ghanajivamrutam, so they will strengthen and act as food to the microbes. The N number of microbes will be multiplied, and these microbes, they secrete different types of exudates, and whatever nutrients required to the plant, the microbes will take care of those nutrients, and we won't get any problem of the deficiencies of micronutrients or macronutrients. It's almost the Jivamrutam is the microbiome. It acts as the inoculum to the soil and enhances the multiplication of the soil microbes. So Jivamrutam and Ghanajivamrutam. We will also study how to prepare the Jivamrutam, Ghana and Drava Jivamrutam also. And third pillar is mulching, that is Achadana or mulching. It's one and the same. We are adopting a different method of Achadana. So live mulching, we are preferring to live mulching and the incorporation of mulching. We are using the PMDS, pre-monsoon dry sowing with different types of seeds, like say we are using principal millets like maize, jowar, bajra, and millets also like ragi, korra, and all those barnyard millet, whatever seeds available we can mix. And then we have to add pulses also like green gram, black gram, cowpea, red gram. Some of the pulses seeds we have to add. Then we have to add oil seeds also like til, then groundnut, then sunflower, then castor. Then we have to add green manure seeds like sun hemp, dencha. These seeds also to be added. Then we also add vegetable seeds, different types of leafy vegetable seeds and creeper vegetable seeds. All these 18 to 20 types of different seeds mixed together, the quantity of 15 to 16 kgs per acre, and if we broadcast them, and they will germinate with the onset of monsoon, and you allow it to grow for 35 to 40 days. This is the crucial part of our natural farming. All these crops that are grown as a PMDS, we know the principles of the agriculture, that every plant, may be small, may be big, they take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and water from the roots, and with the help of sunlight, the photosynthesis process will be taken place in plants. Maybe it is a small or big. So these plants synthesized food get into the soil through roots. So that will also act as a food to the microbes. Then by using Bijamrutam, by using Jivamrutam, by cultivating this live mulching like growing of PMDS, or you can use crop residues, whatever the crop residues after harvest of the your principal crops, maybe jowar, maybe pulses, anything you will be getting out of threshing of the seeds. Then you can dry mulching also, you can cover it in the soil. See, the main motto is do not allow the sunshine fall on the ground directly, it should fall on the mulching. So there are different benefits of mulching. Then by using this achadana, what happens? A situation prevails in the soil. What happens? The soil erosion will be there, and water vapor harnessing from the atmosphere. So the air circulation will be there in the soil, and the root development will be excellent. And this is the VAPSA is the situation by adopting these natural methods. So then root penetration will be very nice and fast build-up of soil humus by VAPSA, because all these live mulching and the crop residues mulching, dry mulching, after decomposition, go on adding soil organic carbon, we build up the soil humus. When once the soil humus is developed, we need not depend on any agrochemicals. They themselves, the microbes will prepare all nutrients and supply to the plant. I was talking about the plant's photosynthesis. It will prepare food. You call it as sugars. So 40% of the sugars are utilized by the parts above the ground level, and then 30% of the sugars are stored in the roots for root development, and balance 30% of sugars moved into the soil rhizosphere and in the form of exudates. So these exudates will act as a food to the microbes, and the microbes survive, and they will be strengthened. Their population will be enormously increased, their population, and the soil organic carbon will be improved. The microbes will supply the all nutrients required to the plant. So this is the very much important thing. Anybody who is dealing with natural farming should keep in mind that so mulching, both types of mulchings, it can be used, live mulching and dry mulching. Dry mulching will add organic matter, and live mulching with the root exudates, they provide food to the microorganisms. Finally, the soil organic carbon will be increased. So once soil organic carbon increased, so humus develops. Once humus developed, it takes care of all nutrients. Soil contains enormous number of living organisms. Take 1 mug of undisturbed native soil contains this much of bacteria and fungi and protozoa, all microorganisms, that is in 1 mug of undisturbed soil, or you can say the forest soil or virgin soil, like that. So bacteria 200 billions, protozoa 20 millions, fungi 1 lakh meters, nematodes 1 lakh, arthropods 50,000. Some of the important microorganisms that are helpful for the building up of the soil fertility status in the soil. This is also still more clear. Millions of living organisms are in the soil. You separate it as animal fauna, plant flora. So animal fauna includes earthworms, termites, ants, grubs, snails, slugs, centipedes and millipedes. We generally observe in the soil. See, the animal fauna, the microfauna is protozoa, nematodes and rotifers. These are the animal fauna. If we see into plants flora also, plant roots, they come under macroflora because food prepared by the plant in the shape of exudates will be released into the rhizosphere. So that is, roots are also macroflora and macroalgae. Algae is also very helpful, that is present in the soil. The microflora may be bacteria, actinomycetes, fungi, mycorrhiza, we know, we call it as worm or mycorrhiza. It is a fungi. This plays very important role in soil fertility management. And algae. Yes, these are microflora that is present in the soil. Say, totally above the soil, one world is there. Underneath our feet, there is another world. That is, animal fauna is there and plant flora is also there. We have to recognize the presence of these microbial populations, whoever wants to do the natural farming. Soil fertility, management through natural means. Soil, it's not a dead material because it has got enormous number of microbes in the soil. They breathe, they take water, everything. Say they supply food to the plant. So that's why the soil is not a dead material. We should treat soil as a living media. By live mulching or if we add crop residues to the soil through animal root. Animal root means dung and urine. These are the important the residues of the animals, and directly we can use them. Then some of the people, they think that dung, they treat it as a manure. How much percentage of N is there? Oh, very less. What is the P2O5%? What is the K2O%? So that's why we have to use dung in trucks loads. So they think like that. You need not the dung as a manure. You should treat the dung as the microbial inoculation. So less quantities also will create more microbial population. As we know, 1 teaspoonful of dung contain 3 crore microbes. Similarly, urine also contains most of the microbes that are useful. So dung or urine, they may be treated as microbial inoculum, but not as a manure. So this is important. By application of Ganajivamrutam, by application of this say live mulching, like growing of different multiple crops in the soil. So by adding crop residues to the soil, what happens? It enables the earthworms. So now earthworms are disappeared in chemical farming. So they have undergone very deep layers, 2 meters deep. If you once you add dung or say crop residues to the soil, then immediately the earthworms returning to the top layers, they make tunnels. Say while coming from lower levels to top, while they make tunnels. So it will also help to the farmer that whenever rain reaches, the rain sinks or percolates into the soil through the tunnels made by the earthworms also. Yes, now earthworms disappeared. Now we have to bring them back again into the fields. In natural farming, there are different methods to enhance the soil fertility, like application of Jivamrutam, application of Ganajivamrutam, then Panchagavya. Panchagavya is the growth promoter and regulator. Involved in agriculture, we know green manure, mixed and intercropping. Yes, this is utmost important. Now, wherever you go, you see even farmers, they have forgotten. Previously, 40-50 years back, every farmer used to take up almost all intercrops. Whatever the requirement of the families catered with the intercrops only. After introduction of this chemical farming or conventional farming, after Green Revolution, what happened? the farmers are say adopted for taking up only sole crop, and by taking the sole crops, more problems like using of chemicals one side and taking monocrop other side. These both factors are responsible for the prevalence of the pests and diseases. So again we have to bring back into agriculture the mixed and intercropping systems in our agriculture. 18 to 20 types of seeds before taking up the principal crop like the paddy and whatever, cotton, chilies, groundnut, whatever the before taking up the principal crop, we add 18 to 20 types of seeds and sowing. It may be clearly noted in Dabolkar method also. Different types of seeds should be mixed. You can add these types of seeds. Say mulching. I have explained the mulching. Yeah, mulching directly it prevents the sunshine falling on the ground. Then the microbial activity will not be hindered. So under shade, your earthworms, your microbes and evaporation losses will be reduced. So that is the mulching. Yeah, sheep, goat manure also, FIM, tank silt, biogas slurry. If you are interested, biofertilizer can be added. I don't think there is a necessity of biofertilizer. By practicing all these methods, naturally biofertilizers are also, they will be produced in the soil itself, but you need not purchase it and add to the soil once again. How the biostimulants, we call it as Bijamrutam is a biostimulant. What are the ingredients required for the Bijamrutam? To treat 100 kgs of seed, maybe paddy, maybe jowar, maybe maize, cotton, for anything, for vegetable seeds, millet seeds. Suppose how much quantity we should prepare, depending upon your quantity, you may reduce the ingredients, but this is sufficient for 100 kgs of paddy seeds or jowar or bajra seeds. So take 20 liters of water in and add 5 liters of cow urine, and then fresh cow dung 5 kg. 5 kg dung you wrap it in a cloth and hang it into the water and mixed with urine like that with the help of a stick for 12 hours. If you hang it, microbes that are present in the dung will be released into the water. Then again in the morning after 12 hours, you squeeze and take the entire the contents in the cloth and to the water and urine, and then add 50 kg lime also. Yes, lime should be added because the concentration of urine, because it contains acids, it may not spoil the germination percentage of the seeds. That's why we use lime and a handful of virgin soil. So mix it thoroughly and sprinkle on the seeds, then gently rub. But the seeds like groundnut you should not rub. Take a gunny bag, you add some ash, just slowly turn the gunny bag like this, then it will be treated. And other seeds you can rub with hand gently, so that the Bijamrutam will take a nice covering of the entire seed, so that any of the bacteria or fungi that are present on the seed coat will be totally eliminated, and dry it under shade for 25 to 30 minutes and then take it for sowing. Yeah, the shelf life is also most important. Within 48 hours, this Bijamrutam can be used for the treating of the seed. If suppose somebody wants to treat the seed a day before, suppose tomorrow you are going to sow the seeds, you may not find time tomorrow, treat the seed, yes, today evening. All the night the seeds can be shade dried, and tomorrow morning you take the entire seed for sowing. So this is the Bijamritam. Without using Bijamritam, seeds should not be sown. Now the conventional farmers use chemicals. We never use chemicals. The second pillar, I said, this is Jivamritam, Drava Jivamritam. It's a liquid base. We see the materials required for the preparation of Jivamritam. So we need 10 kgs of cow dung and 10 liters of cow urine and besan, that is chickpea flour, 2 kgs. If besan is not available, you can use horse gram, that is kulti, green gram, black gram, cowpea. Yes, all these pulses seeds can be used. It's made into flour and used. But don't use the groundnut and soybean, because they may be pulses, but they are oil seeds. So it's not useful. So pulse powder 2 kg must be used. And then black jaggery. Generally, all these are natural products. Black jaggery means maybe because we are using all these things, all are our ZBNF products. That means natural products, natural farming products. So black jaggery 2 kgs and virgin soil. Virgin soil means where your agrochemicals are not applied to the soil. Such soil, because the soil contains enormous microbes. When you are going to add these soil to the drum, the enormous multiplication of the microbes will be developed. So if these are the materials, then now how to prepare it? Take 200 liters of water in a drum. Yes. Then add 10 kgs of cow dung and mix well. So add 10 kgs of cow urine to the drum, and powdered jaggery also. Keep it in the drum. Then mix it thoroughly. Mix soil, jaggery, besan, all these things. Then stir it with a stick. And this should be done 3 times in a day. Morning preferably. So afternoon and evening. So that the microbes, they may get sufficient food through besan and jaggery. So besan is almost, it's a protein. Jaggery is the medium to develop. It acts as a food. So by using the besan and black jaggery, whatever the microbes that are present in cow dung, cow urine and virgin soil will be enormously multiplied in a drum. This mixture can be used after 7 days. Up to 3-4 days, it's okay. Then cream color solution will be made on 5th day. So on 5th day onwards, you can use it for the Jivamritam's shelf life is 10 to 15 days. You can use it for up to 15 days. It should not getting blackened. When it gets blackened, so that means we should think that the microbes are dying. So before blackening of the Jivamritam, it should be applied to the soil. Yes, it should be applied to the soil directly, or it should be filtered and used as a spray also. For spray, say suppose tender age of the plant, say suppose after sowing of the seed, say 10 days, so the leaf canopy will be very less. So then you have to take 5 liters and mix it in 100 liters of water. 5 liters of this Jivamritam mixed in 100 liters, you can spray on the crop. This will enhance the growth also. Then crop resists against drought also. That means if suppose there is a long dry spell of 10 to 15 days, if suppose the crop is going withering, if you spray Jivamritam, then crop recovers. So withering do not affect the crop. So that is the most importance by using the Jivamritam. Yeah, if suppose the crop period 40 days crop, 50 days crop, 80 days crop, like that, you increase the quantity of Drava Jivamritam. So after 30 days, 10 liters, mix it in 100 liters of water and filter it and spray. If suppose 60 days, then 30 liters of Drava Jivamrutam, mix it in 150 liters of water and then spray. If suppose crop canopy is more and you are not, the solution what you have prepared is not sufficient, you can take 200 liters and then mix 30-35 liters of Jivamrutam, then you can spray. It prevents withering of the crop also. This is by spraying method. By soil application for paddy fields, directly through canal, you can slowly pour it into the canal and it will spread in entire 1 acre. You can use like this. Suppose if it is a rain-fed crop or dry crop, take bucket full of Jivamrutam with mug, just you base of the plant, pour 250 ml. The plant height growth increases, you can enhance it up to half liter also. So like that you can add to the soil. Or if suppose a crop, it's an ID irrigating, you can use it through irrigation water. If suppose somebody he wants to irrigate it with drip methods, yes, you filter it with fine cloth 1 or 2 times, add along with your irrigation water into drip system and slowly it will get to the each and every plant. Yes, that can be used with drip also. With irrigation water, by spraying, by application of soil, even for as a drip, you can use it. It improves the soil microbes enormously. The soil microbes will be multiplied in the soil. This is about Drava Jivamrutam. You can call it as Drava Jivamrutam. Yeah, this is Ghana Jivamrutam. Ghana Jivamrutam, what are the materials required? Take 100 kgs of cow dung and 10 liters of cow urine. I am saying 10 liters. But how much it's sufficient quantity? It may be sometimes 8 liters may be sufficient or 10 liters will be sufficient. It depends upon the person who is preparing this Ghana Jivamrutam. But it should not be a liquid one. After mixing all those things, the dung, it should be somewhat solid so that you can make kande bana sakte. You can shade dry. Then besan also, same 2 kg besan and block jaggery 2 kg, virgin soil nearly 500 grams. All those materials are added just by hands. Say it's antibacterial, antifungal. In olden days, use this dung for sprinkling in the house before any festival also. So after drying, we use to enter into the house. So it's a excellent antibacterial, antifungal. The situation in villages, till some of the houses also still they are using. But in North India, I have seen in Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, all these cow dung cakes, whatever they are preparing, they are using as a fuel. ये कंडे कहाँ जा रहे बोले तो ये कंडे पूरा चूल्हे में जा रहा. So this should not be occur. Cow dung should be go into the soil, and the soil gives us crops. Whatever crops after harvesting, the crop residues should go into the animal. It's a cyclic process. We have spoiled this cyclic process. Whatever the crop residues, say we are burning. It's a big problem in Haryana and surrounding Delhi areas also. It's creating a lot of atmospheric pollution. Whatever the crop residues that are burnt surrounding Delhi areas, people are suffering. So we should not burn the crop residues. Crop residues can be used as a mulch. You decompose the crop residues. That will enhance the soil fertility, not to burn. And as a dung way, it should not be used as a fuel for cooking purposes. No, it should be get into the soil. You develop the soil organic matter, and there the enormous microbes will be developed. So this will be by preparing all these small kande or small balls and you dry it under shade for 7 to 10 days. Generally, what we recommend in slack seasons, we recommend the preparation of Ganajivamrutam and store it in a gunny bag. After drying, you store it. So up to you can keep it for 6 months without any damage. You powder it and you apply to the soil. The microbial inoculum to the soil and the microbial population will be increased in the soil. So thereby you will get all the nutrients required to the plant. So some of the bio inoculants. If suppose you have got 2 tractor loads, 3 tractor loads of dung, and how can you prepare? How can you prepare this Ganajivamrutam? For 1 ton of FIM or 1 ton of dung, you prepare 200 liters of Dravajivamrutam, mix it into the 1 ton of this dung or FIM, and you mix it thoroughly, and then you keep there for 3 or 4 days. The entire 1 ton will become into Ganajivamrutam, and this can be applied to the soil before sowing of principal crops or main crop. But never add direct cow dung or direct cattle or goat manures directly to the soil. First you convert it into the Ganajivamrutam by mixing Dravajivamrutam into the dung or any manure, then allow it to for 3 or 4 days, then you apply. So this will excellent results to the soil. Say suppose you may ask how much quantity we can use per acre. So per acre our recommendation is paddy crop 1 ton Ganajivamrutam you can use. Heavy feeding crops like maize, cotton, chilies, you can go up to 2 tons per acre these manures. If you applied PMDS, restrict to 1 ton. Then type 1 Ganajivamrutam 500 kgs is sufficient per acre. So in 2 split doses, 250 kgs at the time of sowing and 250 kgs after 30 doses of sowing as a top dressing. You can use Ganajivamrutam like this. Yeah, Panchagavya, I told it's a best growth promoter and growth regulator. You can treat it as a bio-inoculant. What are the materials required? Fresh cow dung 5 kg, cow urine 3 liters, yogurt that is curd 2 liters, cow milk 2 liters, ghee of cow that's half kg, coconut water 3 liters, toddy 3 liters, well ripened bananas 12, then water 3 liters, black jaggery 1 kg. Yeah, you will get all those things except this toddy. Instead of toddy, you can add 250 grams of yeast instead of toddy. First, you have to take any plastic container of 25 to 30 kg capacity, then add 5 kg cow dung, and then first mix with half kg ghee. You thoroughly mix it for 3 days. Then on 4th day, you will get only the smell of ghee. You will not get the smell of dung. Then on 4th day, you add all those things, whatever I have shown. Cow urine, then cow curd, then milk, then coconut water, then yeast, then ripened bananas. You squeeze the bananas and add, then water 3 liters, and black jaggery, you make it powder and then add. Mix it very well. After 5th day, by mixing all those things, daily you keep it stirring with stick and allow it to ferment for 15 days. So total it takes 20 days to prepare. From 21st day, you can use this Panchagavya for any crop. But at the time of reproductive phase, you have to use it. So the dosage is also, we have shown 5 liters in 100 liters of water per acre for rice fields. For other plants, fruit trees, millet crops, and all other vegetable crops also, 3 liters in 100 liters of water. Some of the farmers, they told that yields are increased, say because it contains gibberellic acid, indoleacetic acid. These are the growth promoters and regulators. And one more thing, the farmers have observed that the production of female flowers will be more in creepers like bottle gourd, ridge gourd, any creeper vegetables. The female flowers will be more. In general, the male flowers, first comes male flowers in creeper vegetables and later comes the female flowers. See, whatever female flower will be turned into the bottle gourd or ridge gourd, like that. So by spraying Panchagavya, from initial stages, more number of female flowers you get and less number of male flowers. That means your production will be enhanced. Yes, it is practically farmers said, yes sir, by using Panchagavya, we are getting more yields. We observed why, what is the reason? So the reason behind is it enhances the more female flowers. So that's why we recommend it for before flowering, for any brinjal, tomatoes, all vegetables, all even fruits, guava, banana. We have used it successfully on all crops. We have got best results out of Panchagavya spraying. After discussing with PMDS, now the concept of green manure is gone. Now we have to use Dabolkar method. That means different types of seeds, the 18 to 20 varieties you have to mix and 15 to 16 kg per acre. Yeah, this is Dabolkar method. I have said cereals you can use, pulses you can use, oil seeds you can use, legumes, the spices like mustard, coriander, methi, ajwan, spices also can be mixed in PMDS. We have experimented without incorporation, the entire allowing the roots inside the soil and cut it into the ground level. The top portion, the matter is used for cattle as a feed. Then without tilling, we have transplanted the paddy. Excellent crop we got in Guntur district, in one village, Govada, Mr. Lakshman Rao. He is doing this experiment by just growing PMDS and cut at the ground level. Whatever crop you wanted to take, you take. You need not bother about any weeds. Excellent crop. We have compared the number of seeds in the airheads. See, the crop sown like this contained 250 grains, and in a chemical farmer, he got only 180 seeds in a panicle. See the difference. So this is all because of the microbes or root exudates that are present in the soil. We have characterized the root as a, see, plant flora in the soil. So we have got excellent results there. Yeah, I told previously we used to the intercropping systems or multi-cropping systems, border croppings, and whatever the family should have get total the different produces for his requirement. He used to harvest from his single piece of land. But the trend has changed after Green Revolution. We are now gone to only single crop systems, and to control pests and diseases we are using pesticides. So the poison is coming into our plates. The conventional farmers, they are using, see, indiscriminate use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Even more dangerous, the weedicides. So all these agrochemicals are being used by the farmers, are harming to the soil, climate and our health. If we go towards mixed cropping systems, excellent, see, the pest and diseases problem will be solved. We have to take border crop, maize, jawar, bajra, or some trap crops like castor, marigold, because some of the nematodes will be controlled by exudation through the marigold plants, and it attracts helicoverpa pest also, and thrips problem will be lessened by cultivating marigold nearly 300 to 400 plants in the 1 acre area. So if suppose this is the combination mixed cropping, it should be deep rooted, side by side, shallow rooted. For example, groundnut is a shallow rooted and pigeon pea is a deep rooted. And one more thing you can observe, groundnut is short duration crop, pigeon pea is a long duration crop. And in such a way that you should mix varieties like deep rooted combined with shallow root, short duration versus long duration, and then by cultivating these pulse crops, hosting natural predators and parasites will be more, and they will take care of the pests on the main crop. So mixed cropping. I have shown here some of the intercropping systems, how it should be. Like if you take maize, it should be compulsorily mixed with a red gram, like 2:1. Say suppose 2:1 you feel it is very nearer, you take it as a 4:1. But red gram should be mixed with maize. So maize with cowpea. Previously, that was in my own field also my father used to sow cowpea mixed with maize. So we used to get yield from cowpea that is required for our family purpose. In the same area, we used to harvest maize and we used to harvest cowpea. And jowar seeds also we used to mix the 250 grams like that broadcast. And excellent crops used to come, and that is required for our jowar roti. So in the same single piece of land, we used to get maize, we used to get cowpea and jowar and marigold also. Here and there some marigold and creeper vegetables. We used to add creeper vegetables like bottle gourd, like ridge gourd. So what not? Even leafy vegetables like sorrel. So sorrel is a drought resistant leafy vegetables. We used to harvest. So this much of vegetables and crop seeds and the seeds used for roti are used to harvest in a single piece of land. That is the beauty of mixed and intercropping systems. The trend has gone. We are in only pure crop. Please, I humbly request everybody to not to go with the sole single crop system. You go with the intercrop system and multi-crop systems. You can, without harming the growth of the main crop, you can use all these crops without reducing the yield, without hampering the growth of the main crop. You can use. So if suppose jowar is the field crop, it should be mixed with red gram. Bajra red gram, groundnut red gram, 5:1 or 7:1. We have to use soybean red gram, cotton red gram. So cotton also, 6 rows of cotton and 1 row of red gram. It's an excellent practice in Maharashtra. I have seen in Wardha district and Jalna also. The farmers, without anybody's advice, they are going for cotton plus red gram. It's giving excellent results. See, red gram is an excellent pulse crop. This is the income generation from a single piece of land. You are getting not only cotton, and your cotton yields will not be reduced. You will get same yield as you go pure crop or you grow the intercrop also. So there is no reduction in your main principal crop. Additionally, you will get this whatever crop you have mixed with principal crop, you will get additional income out of it. Till also, it can be mixed with red gram, it's a 4:1 ratio. Then green gram, black gram, it can be mixed with maize. And my suggestion is green gram, black gram can be mixed in cotton. There is a space between cotton row to cotton row, it will be minimum 3 feet. You can easily use 2 rows of green gram or black gram in Kharif season, and after 80 days you can harvest green gram and black gram. Your weed growth will be lessened and you will get 3 or 4 quintals of green gram and black gram, and your soil fertility will be enhanced. So you can mix it with maize, green gram, black gram, or mix it with cotton also. It will give excellent results. Green gram, black gram with red gram also can add. With all millets, ragi, korra, you can mix this red gram. It will give excellent the mixed cropping systems. These are some of the mixed cropping systems I have shown. Yeah, I was telling the third pillar is mulching. See, what are the benefits of mulching? It may be live mulching. It may be dry mulching. Dry mulching means adding crop residues. And live mulching is through PMDS. So what are the benefits? Once we see uncovered soil, a bare soil, whatever rainwater that comes, it flows. While flowing, what happens? The topsoil will be carried away with the rainwater, and the most important, we are losing the topsoil. If mulching has not been done, so that is the main problem. Our rainwater overflows and it carries soil also. So once you add mulch, what happens? The rainwater directly doesn't touch the soil. First it touches the mulch and it doesn't flow. The water flow will not be there. The percolation will be there. That means there will be no loss of soil. So this is one benefit we get. And if suppose mulching is not done, directly exposed to sun, what happens? Soil, whatever the moisture that is present in the soil will be evaporated. Evaporation losses will be there. So if you add mulch, what happens? It prevents evaporation. Moisture losses will not be there. If suppose today a rain received and your moisture remains in the soil for instead of 2 or 3 days, it continues for 10 days. So that is the benefit. These are the defects if you don't use the mulch. Uncovered soil, rainwater overflows and topsoil will be lost. And soil moisture losses will be there. And these are the benefits. What is the benefit? It doesn't allow the rainwater to flow and it prevents evaporation losses. And then again, whatever the live mulch you applied or the dry mulch you have applied, this material is decomposed and add nutrients to the soil. Once again, our main motto is how to get the nutrients to the main crop. By mulching, by growing pre-monsoon dry sowing with 18 to 20 types of seeds, by adding crop residues to the soil, will release nutrients into the soil. Yeah, I told 40% of the nutrients are used by the plant above the ground. That means whatever some of the nutrients, 40% of the nutrients are in the crop residues only. So why should we burn it? Don't burn. You add to the soil as a mulching, then the nutrients after decomposition, whatever nutrients that are remained in the crop, that will be added to the soil also. This is the most important function. Decomposed mulch material release nutrients to the soil. Yes. Then the last pillar is Vapsa. By treating the seed with Bijamrutam, adding Drava and Ganajivamrutam, adding mulch to the soil, all by using these principles, you will get the Vapsa, the situation that prevails. There will be air vacuoles between soil particles and they harness the water from the atmosphere, and whatever the moisture required for the plant will be supplied through root system. So these are the principles and some of the bio-inoculants the farmer who is going to do natural farming should use. You will get 100% yields. Don't think that you will get less yields. More healthy food, number one. And more climate friendly agriculture you are doing. Your climate will be improved. The carbon dioxide percentage, other nitrous oxide, by chemicals you are allowing the nitrous oxide and methane into the atmosphere, and they are causing the global warming. And you are preventing global warming through agriculture. Say scientists say 24% of the global warming is caused by the chemical agriculture only. So if you stop chemical agriculture, you will protect the nature, that is, you protect the climate, and you can harvest the healthy crop. So if we go through the natural farming, again this zinc and selenium and magnesium, they are coming into our food, and say selenium acting against cancer resistant, and zinc our immunity systems. Last COVID also we have seen we lack the immunity power. That's why who has got less immunity power is attacked by the COVID. So the importance of the natural food, the most of the people have realized that by taking natural food, our immune system will be boost up, and we keep good health. So by keeping all these, say, environmental friendly, we are stopping the global warming also, and we are protecting the soil, and simultaneously we are protecting our health. These are the three most important benefits we get out of natural farming. So I request all the agriculturists, scientists, whoever involved in natural farming should go with natural farming. Thank you.